Good morning. So I've come back down here to where we were scouting around to have a little look. Beautiful morning. The weather's been pretty bad during the week, but the weekend it's turned around pretty good. Quite a light wind. The sun's out in my eyes a little bit at the moment. But yeah, it's dry. Forecast for a nice weekend, so it's looking pretty promising. So I say we've come back down. Gonna have a walk. Got the backpack. Not a clue what we're going to do. I mean, not only do I just not know what I'm going to photograph with the I've got the wildlife lens on the camera at the moment, but in the bag I've also got the macro. I've got my landscape lens. So I don't know. I think we're just going to have a walk around, see what we see. Hopefully we might find some wildlife. If not, we'll see if we can find something else. So I say, really confused. Don't know what lens, don't know where I'm going. Just gonna have a walk and see what we can find. There's a lot of little birds around here at the moment, so we're just gonna have a little stand around here for a moment. So they're just flying around. Actually, a river runs down the back of here. It's pretty overgrown and there's not much water in it at the moment, to be honest. But the river runs down the back of here. So there's quite a few little birds fluttering around here at the moment. So we'll just stand around and see what those are like, see what we can catch on that. I was hoping that we might see some, I don't know, fox, deer, something. Some nice big open fields around here. So plenty of space for things. So no preconceived ideas, as I say. Just go and see what we can find. So as I say, I don't know what's going to happen today. I've just changed over to the macro lens. Just down here we've got it's a butterfly, and I'm no expert in butterflies. Maybe something like a marble white, I guess. But I have to have a look when we get back, look it up. But just switched to the macro lens, so we're just going to get a couple of shots of this. It's still quite cool this morning, so it's quite settled. It's not moving around too much. But yeah, it's just lying in the grass. Beautiful. And I'm able to get pretty close because it's pretty quiet still at the moment, as I say. It's not quite warmed up and fluttering around too much. So yeah, that's nice. we just had a nice hobby just, or it looked like a hobby just fly over the top. They fly around hunting dragonflies and things. Really nice bird, a bird of prey, nice to see. It flew across the back of here, but unfortunately it flew straight towards the sun. So I sort of lost it in the sun, not quite sure where it went. So I managed to fire off a few shots before it disappeared. So hopefully we might have something, but yeah, that's really good to see. Certainly more than happy to be corrected, but I think they look like hares in the field over there. So bit distance. One of the problems when you've got a distance like that you're filming to and trying to take photographs to, is that especially when it gets a little bit warmer like it is now, you start to get a little bit of a heat haze. So even though you think you've got it focused, well, you have got it focused, you know you've got it focused, you're still not getting those clear images because the heat haze is actually disturbing those images and making it look like you haven't focused properly. So it can be really hard. Yeah, if they're hares, and hopefully somebody will let me know. Really pleased to see that. Just switched over to one, I've put the 1.4 extender on, and two, I've just switched over to 4K, see if I can get some better video, because I'm still not convinced whether that's a hare or a rabbit, to be honest. But when the two of them are together, they certainly look more like hares, actually. I'm just no expert, but the way they're sort of moving around, they're not moving like rabbits. So help me, somebody. Are they hares or are they rabbits? So yeah, I've got some shots of them, and I'm pretty convinced they're hares now looking at them. The way they're moving around, shape of the ears, the tails. Yeah, pretty convinced they're hares, to be honest. So the plan was to have a decent walk this morning. Got about 500 yards from the car so far in about an hour and a half. So not done much walking, but yeah, I'll plough ahead a little bit. Loads of great distractions, you know, the hobby, the hares and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not complaining, definitely. But let's plough on a bit, see what else we can find. So we've got what looks like a little blackcap in the tree in front of us, just tweeting away quite happily. So those of you that follow along with my videos will know I normally send out my main video about 9 o'clock on a Saturday, which is about 10 minutes ago. And normally when they go out, I'm normally out and about somewhere, taking photos, doing vlogs, etc. I'm walking around this morning, and all I can really hear is, or feel, is my mobile phone in the leg pocket in my trousers, just vibrating away like mad. So hopefully that means you guys are watching along. So thanks very much. And if you're not used to my videos coming out on a Saturday, then you really need to be subscribed as well. It'd be great to have you on board. So yeah, come along and see what else we can find. So this is one of the things I always say about not chasing wildlife around. What I'm trying to do here is there's quite a few small birds around here. So I've just picked a perch, which is going to be a nice perch for them to land on. I can see them moving around the area. The perch is quite isolated, so there's no foliage on it. And then the background is a long way away, so we're going to get a nice soft blurry background in the photos. and I'm just going to wait and see what happens. So rather than chase the birds around, I'm going to wait for them to land on that perch, and then we should get a nice image. So it's setting that surrounding, that environment for the bird where you want the photo. So have that picture in your mind, and then hopefully you get a nice image, and the bird in this case should be nicely isolated. So I think we got a couple of good shots from that, from just sitting there watching the birds, watching the specific perch. Not many, weren't there for that long, but I think when you're doing that sort of thing, what you also start to see the habits of the birds as well. So I could see them coming out of the field, potentially they got a nest in there, then they were dropping up into the tree, and then they were dropping down onto the branch, so you could almost predict what they were going to start to do, really, which is quite good. So yeah, hopefully got something out of that. I'll walk back now. I think that's probably about it for me for today. Yeah, I think it's been quite good. I think we've got a few things in there, and just, stunning place just to be out here. There's nobody around. I saw one person walking a dog in the distance, that was about it. But I just had the whole place to myself, and that is what it's all about. I love it. I love that isolation, just peace and quiet, just to take the photos. So, I'm going to stop because I'm getting out of breath. So whatever you're doing, have a great day. If you like the video, click a thumbs up for me, please. And if you're new around here, it'd be great to have you subscribe. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.